Oh, I love that. I got a little cousin named Josie. Josie, what else is my art? Okay. I've never gotten that before. I'm feeling very Renaissance woman. Yes, ma'am. What is your name? Michaela. What else do you think my art is? Art? What kind of art? That really is an art, and I'm working on that. But I have several arts. What else?
Maybe painting or drawing?
I wish. I really do. I have a little joke I'll tell y'all. My brother, my big brother can draw. My little brother can draw. My little sister can draw. My brother's kids can draw. My brother's wife can draw. Guess who in the family can't draw?
You.
I can't draw. I was like, this is selfish. You hid your DNA from me. I know it. I figured you out. That's not nice, Daddy. And he thinks I'm crazy. School in college, and then I did step for 4 years in college. So yes, I'm a dancer. I love dancing. I'm a poet. I do performance poetry. And who said writing? And I do written poetry and short stories. But I went to college to be a choir director. I wanted to learn to sing. I wanted to learn how to take choirs and blend their sounds and acoustics and figure it all out and learn music theory. And then I got 2 years in and I said, I love music, but I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this for a living. I want to do it for fun. Because doing it for a living started taking some of the joy out of it for me, right? Who can describe joy for me? It's a tough word to describe. Yes, ma'am.
Maybe when you can do it like freely and not.
Yes. Joy comes freely. It's free. You don't have to pay for joy. It's something that comes from the inside and it just flows through you and it makes you happy, makes you feel confident, makes you proud. So I had a really good mentor who said, you have other skills. My minor was media communications, so I switched to communications. I switched my minor to my major, and I switched my major to my minor. I just switched things. My dad said, you never have to give up on something. You could switch whenever you want. And I'm telling you now, as women, you can change your mind whenever you want, whenever you're ready. So, middle of college, I always worked in communications. I worked for AT&T. Do you know what AT&T is? What is it? What do they sell? I know half of y'all got them. What does AT&T sell, Josie? Phones, yes. I didn't just get to sell phones. I got to program them. I got to make sure they work before you walk out the store. I got to go into buildings and set them up for businesses. So I got to work on telecommunications. And then I came up here and said I want to get more on the corporate side of marketing and business and communications. So I came up here to go to school for that. And that's what I'm doing now. I am a communications director. What that means is there are lots of forms of communications. There's marketing, where you take a product or a service that somebody likes or wants, and you get it out there to people and make sure that people can buy it, can enjoy it, and that it makes people feel good. There's journalism, there's advertising, there's a lot of different types of communications and communication fields. So that is what I do. That's what I really enjoy doing. I'm good at it. It took me a long time to get to the place where I was confident to be like, yes, I'm good at this. You know, sometimes you're like, oh, I shouldn't brag. I should be like, yeah, I do. I work in that. But no, I'm good at it. Because when I see it being done badly, I'm like, what you doing? That's not cute, right? If you heard somebody who said they could sing and then they couldn't sing, wouldn't you make a face? You'd be like, I don't know if I should say something. But have you ever met somebody who sounds amazing? Have you ever met someone who sings amazing and they're like, I can't really sing? You ever seen that? Isn't that crazy? When you hear someone, you're like, girl, you crazy. You can sing. So when you find your thing, no matter what it's in, once you enjoy it and it brings you joy, and you could do it freely, and you're good at it, you better be like bringing it with you. I don't separate these two at all. When he met me, I was this. When she met me, I was this. That doesn't take anything away from this. And when I go to work as this, I make sure they know that I'm this. I don't let them take this away from me either. You got me? So, I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about marketing. There is something in marketing that's very, very, very important right now. Back in, I feel old, the olden days, when there was no Facebook, when there was no internet, people had their reputations. So if somebody who was a bigwig was coming into town, folks would be like, so-and-so is coming. So-and-so is coming. Madam C.J. Walker is coming. So-and-so is coming. This big important person is coming. And their reputation gave everybody an idea of what kind of person they were, how important they were, and the kind of work they did, right? In my field, someone's reputation, how they show up in the world, we have a word for that. Can anybody guess what marketing people call someone's reputation? Any guesses? We call it your brand. Can you repeat after me? My brand? Brand. Your brand. Your brand is not something that you put on. It's not about the clothes you wear. It's not about how you do your hair. It's not about the color of your skin. It's not about the Filas or the Nikes that you're wearing. It's about how do you use all those things to show off who you are on the inside. Does that make sense? Nod if it makes sense. Okay, we're gonna make it make sense. I only saw 2 head nods. Bust out a sheet of paper for me, please. Let's crack those books open. Because I am looking at some name cards on the desks, and there's something very interesting about these name cards. You have started to tell each other who you are on these name cards. I'm not psychic, but I know Tamia's favorite song is Nobody But You. I know Jariah be on her phone. I appreciate she's not on it right now. I appreciate you. How do I say your name? I know Kaiasi's favorite thing to do is cheer. Give me a high five, because cheers and steppers, we get along just fine. How do I say your name? Arkira. Arkira. Your favorite thing to do is have fun with friends and people. Okay. So Arkira be out here. She's an adventurer. She's a lover of people. But you started to tell people like me and each other a little bit about yourselves. Your brand tells you a little bit about yourselves. I need you to make a line down the middle of your paper in both directions so that you have 4 squares. So you're going to do 1 line down the middle, top to bottom. You're going to do another line left to right across the middle. Tell me your name. Tell me, Michaela. Who's Juicy? Is that your nickname? Okay, Juicy, okay. Juicy, will you hold up your notebook so everyone can see it? This is what your paper should look like. It should look like Michaela's. I want 4 squares. In Queens, I would say 4 squares. In Atlanta, I would say 4 squares. You can code switch. You can go back and forth. Yes. Yes, ma'ams. Yes, ma'ams. Oh, shout out to you with the straight edge. Okay, I'm not messing with you. She is, I love this. What is your name? Mariah. Mariah is meticulous. Mariah, you can come work with me when you're ready, sweetie, because I'm hiring. Okay, so in the top left, you're gonna write the word values. V-A-L-U-E-S. Again, that word is values. V-A, V as in very, A as in apple, L as in long, U as in umbrella, thank you. I was like, that's what I do. E as in elephant, S as in Sam, values. In the top right basket, you're going to put feelings. Feelings. I'm not going to tell you how to spell that one. You are allowed to look at your neighbor and get some help. All right? I still see writing. I still see writing. We're almost there. Thank you. In the bottom left box, you're going to put products. P as in Patrick, R as in Roger, O as in Oscar, products. D as in David, U as in umbrella, C as in cha-cha slide, T as in Thomas, S as in Sam. So products. Young lady, tell me your name again. I'm going to keep asking. Madison, will you hold your book up so everyone can get a sense of what it should look like so far? We've got values in the top left. We've got feelings in the top right. We've got products in the bottom left. We ready for the last one? Still see a pen moving? Okay. You're going to put me in the bottom right. M-E, me. When a company, a business, or a person comes to me and they're looking for help putting their business out there, putting their products out there, putting their own name out there, I have to begin to try to figure out who they are, what is their reputation, what do they want it to be, because what it is ain't always what you want it to be, and how to bring that together so that it tells the truth about them. You got me? This business is based on telling the truth. If you tell me that you a tomboy, but you don't like sneakers, you don't like sports, you don't like pants or jeans, you only like skirts, you love makeup, you don't like ponytails, you need your hair always in pin curls, I would say we need to revisit the definition of tomboy, because like I was a tomboy and I stayed in sneaks, overalls, and playing outside. So I can't make you into something that you're not. Your brand has to be true, has to be about you. So who can tell me what values are? Yes, Kalea.
Personal standards for yourself and other people.
You better say that with your chest, ma'am, so they could hear you.
Personal standards for yourself and other people.
I love the personal standards for you. Whew, just that's a word. I'm gonna take it back to the office with me. Personal standards, meaning standard means this is the bar, no one's going beneath it. This is the bare minimum. Personal standards for yourself. What do you care about? I want you to think of 3 things that you care about. Meaning if you didn't get it, it would hurt your feelings, you would not be happy, you would not tolerate it. And they don't have to be like physical things. Values are not books or cars. They're emotional things. They're things you can't touch and feel, but things that you experience. I mean, things you can't touch and see. They're things you experience. I value friendship. I value honesty. I value my faith. That's very important to me. So I'm going to take a look at your pages. I want to know 1 or 2 things that you value. Things that are like, yo, I value dance. That's my heart. I love it. Don't take it away from me. I value music. You can have as many values as you want, but you have to have values. You cannot tell me that there is nothing in this world or life that you don't care about. So in your first box, I want to know what you value. I'm about to cheat and look at your card. You value your sister. I'm psychic. I figured that out. I know what you value. Cheer, movement, freedom. All right, Miss Leah, talk to me. What do you value? I could see one thing up there that you value. What else? I love your nails. I like your style. Okay, keep going. Give me one more. Who has at least one thing on their paper by show of hands? At least one. Okay. Okay, all right. I'm going to tell you something. Sisterhood is important to me. Look to your left, look to your right. If the person next to you does not have at least one thing on their paper, you better be speaking something kind and beautiful to them. Make sure that they do not walk out of here without values. Y'all got me? Y'all got me? No woman left behind. All right, ma'am. What do you value? Good. You don't have to pick 1 or 2, girl. Put them all on there. You like me. Just start naming some. You know what's one thing I can tell that you value? You value speaking up. And I appreciate that. because it gives other people the confidence to speak up. Okay, art. Make sure speaking up ends up on that list. What else do you value?
My family.
Yes, I love my family. My pain in the neck brother's coming up here to go to college to live with me, and I'm happy about it, but I can't tell him. What made you want to come to camp?
My mom found it.
Okay, you could have been like, I want to go, but you came.
Oh no, my mom found it, and it was educational.
You value education. You know how important that is? Some people don't care that they are not smart. I could tell you smart. I could tell you like being smart. You better like being smart. Put your education on there before I steal your Apple Jacks.
You can take it.
No, it's okay. I don't want. How you doing, ma'am? What kind of food? Because I like Caribbean food. I'd be real picky about my food. People can't mess up my food now. You like cooking? Or do you just like eating? You like cooking and eating? Okay. Put cooking and eating. Like give me some breakaways from there. Ooh, God bless you. You said my bad. I love me some sleep. Ooh. Listen, when I come home, the second I hit that bed, I'm not coming out. People would be like, Ray, come back out. I'd be like, I'm in my bed. Why do you value your bed? Is it because you like sleeping, or is it because you sometimes get tired and you like to be able to like recharge?
I have to lay down after this because I'm dancing.
So you get tired. She looks suspicious because she's making that face. Okay, I see friendship. What's this? Yes, ma'am. What kind of dance? All kinds of dance? Really? You know what I want you to put? For those of you who put dance on here, you know what I want you to put also? Movement. Because dance is about being free to move. You can't dance if you're in a tiny little space like this. I mean, I could because I'm always going to do a little something. But dance is just about movement, right? And freedom. All right. All right. I feel better. I feel better because I know for certain that you ladies have values. We're going to move really fast. Tell me how those values make you feel. Go. Do, 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 boop, do, do, do. If y'all don't know what Jeopardy is, I don't know what to do. Tell me how those values make you feel. Yes, ma'am.
Happy.
Like yourself. Oh my gosh, I don't want to leave now. How else do those values make you feel? Love and joy, yes. One more, how else do those values make you feel? Free, listen to me. Listen to me. We're not going to finish out the rest of this, but I want you to remember this, what you're hearing. If your values make you feel that way, the products that you use, the clothes you wear, the glasses you buy, how you style your face, how you do your nails, they need to make you feel the same way. You guys understand me? Nod your head if you understand me. Don't ever sign up for anything that does not make you feel, don't ever sign up for a thing that does not make you feel the way that you value. You got me? Why do you think this last box is here? Kalea, who values speaking up. I appreciate you letting me know. Josie? Talk about it, Josie. Continue. Yes, ma'am. Keep going. Give me an example.
If you're like selling a pencil, then they might not want to get it. If you don't say anything to them, they might also feel like it's suspicious and it might be like a bad pencil. So then if you talk about yourself, then it kind of makes them more open and they trust you more.
Y'all give Josie a round of applause. She done taught my whole lesson. She done took my whole job. My job is to make sure that anytime a person wants to sell something, a service or a product, that you are not buying the service or the product. You could buy a car anywhere, a house anywhere, a pencil anywhere, a shirt anywhere. When you buy a product or service, you're buying something that identifies you. This has to match this has to match this, and this defines this. You got me? This defines this. It all comes back to you. My job is when somebody says, I want to sell a piece of artwork, I'm going to ask them, talk to me about your artwork. How does it make people feel? And I'm going to make sure the people who have those values are the people they put that artwork in front of. You always have the right to say no. Y'all got me? Y'all got me? Yes. All right, I'm going to do a poem before I leave here. Make sure y'all understand the importance of branding, because branding is about your identity, and that is not for sale. You have to protect that because it is a reflection of your values. When I touch your shoulder, you got to stand up. Once upon a time in a dark recession, there was a man named Mr. Do Nothing. He never liked to clean. He was always mean, so one day I decided to say something. You got to stand up. I touched your shoulder, you got to stand up. I said, Mr. Do Nothing, I need help. I can't get no work. I can't get no help. Can I please get your broom and mop so I could get a job? And exactly what I asked for is exactly what I got. Exactly what I asked for is exactly what I got. So ready or not, here I come. 10 years later, I'm still pushing my broom. Mr. Do Nothing, he done come on up. In fact, he done hired about half the room. All of us mop and all of us sweep from night till day, every day of the week. We get a check, and that check says, do nothing. When we try to cash the check, the banks stay clear of people trying to say something. In fact, Mr. Do Nothing, he has an enterprise. He got black do nothings, white do nothings, proper do nothings, can't act right do nothings. They all say something. They all say something. They all say something. But what they say is not going to matter if all of us become do nothing people. So I came to Mr. Do Nothing. Tap her on the shoulder for me. I can't reach her. Many years later, and I said, Mr. Do Nothing, I need another favor. I've been surveyed and worked till I'm black and I'm blue. You know what he said? He said, my name is Mr. Do Nothing. What do you expect me to do? You should have gone to school if you wanted to say something. Go to college and change the rules if you wanted to say something. Tap her on the shoulders. I forgot what. But what you expect me to do in a room full of people, tap her on the shoulder, I can't reach her, who all do nothing but keep trying to say something. Y'all understand me? The poem is about you can't be about something and not do something. You got me? What you do, what you buy, what you participate in, it has to go back to your values. It's got to make you feel the same way that your values make you feel. Otherwise, you are not being true to yourself. Please give yourselves a standing ovation. Round of applause. I have very much enjoyed and appreciated you giving me your time this morning. Just make sure that when you see me in the streets, you be like, hey, Miss Ruthie, how you doing? I'm going to say, hey, right back. All right, have a seat. I will give you back over to your teachers. It is 11:30. I have really enjoyed you. And you know what? I am excited knowing that there are more beautiful brown faces that are going to come up in this neighborhood, in this community, who value themselves, who care about what they do, and who are about their business. Can't wait to see you at your dance recital. And y'all better dance. All right. Don't leave. No, I do have to go back to work. You said what?
You coming to our show?
Oh, yes. And I'm going to be loud and proud. Super loud, super proud.
Similar to how we made a connection between newspapers coming and speaking to us in the program, we'll make a connection between
what we hope you all can exemplify, what you all can show us that you're capable of being as you grow up and go throughout your lifetimes. But I just want us to make sure that we're realizing that this is a really important conversation to have. And no matter what you go through, whether you're in a STEAM field, whether you're out dancing, whether you're doing anything, it's important to always know who you are and stand strong and stand tall in your identity. And one thing I want us all to remember is that it's never a problem to switch, to pivot, to turn, to do something different, to rearrange how important you do things. You can do it at any time, at any place, as long as you stand up and you speak up for yourself. Does that make sense? All right, another round of applause.
I just want them all. I just want to put you all in a bubble and take you back with me.